Tonight, we celebrate the culture of inclusion at Judeo Reformed congregation that permeates all that we do. A few congregants will highlight some of the many aspects of enhancement developed over the past few years thanks to the dedication and leadership of two amazing visionaries, Cora Harrison and Iris Weiss.
When I met Cora and Iris years ago and learned that we had an inclusion committee, I thought that was just remarkable. I immediately felt hopeful that our family would have a home away from home here. It was an honor to work under Cora's leadership. She brought such warmth and intelligence, and as a new congregant made me feel welcome. Both Cora and Iris have been deeply devoted to inclusion. Under Iris's leadership, the Inclusion Committee has continued to grow. In fact, inclusion is at the forefront of decision-making and is sewn into the fabric of our community. As a parent, having a child with special needs, it's normal to have worries about how to give your child a Jewish education. At Judeo Reform, the religious school provides accommodations to help students whenever they need it. Teachers have professional development opportunities and access to an educational consultant. Another worry for parents is, will my child be able to have a bar bat mitzvah? I recently spoke with a mom about her experience planning her son's bar mitzvah. A tutor with special needs background is available to students. She raved about the support her son received, especially from the tutor. In her words, she said, "The tutor went out of her way to make this both a challenging and rewarding experience. I feel so fortunate to have a congregation that has been so supportive."
It's a great pleasure tonight to celebrate the work of Cora Harrison and Iris Weiss, who have been the successive chairs of the Inclusion Committee. Their work with the Interfaith Subcommittee included listening carefully and with empathy to the issues raised by our interfaith family. The listening and the work continued with a deep examination of all aspects of temple practices, publications, policies, and procedures. And this review led the committee to recommend revisions to the Judeo Reform Constitution. Cora outlined an implementation framework, and Iris put her considerable energy and organizational skills to the successful revision of the Constitution that was approved by the Judeo Reform Congregation in May 2018. Toda Rabbah, Cora and Iris, for your outstanding work contributing to a warm and welcoming Judeo Reform. It's been an honor and a joy to serve with you.
Iris, we are so grateful for your smart, empathic, walk-the-walk leadership. I could talk about so many things, but let me just focus on this one. You have emphasized that we should lead with what we offer to others, not what is difficult. That the stories we tell ourselves and tell others about ourselves really matter. When you encouraged, okay, sign me up for reading Torah, I became to myself not the lady at Temple in the wheelchair, but the lady who reads Torah. Daniel, you often introduce as the joyful, rabid Heels fan who loves to hold the chuppah pole. And his name has become synonymous with the live stream we depend on these days. Some of the most joyful, happy, smiling congregants we have during services are those who do not communicate in traditional ways. So for all of this, Iris, for all you have given us, thank you.
The great ones make it look easy. For years, Judeo Reform and the Religious Practices Committee have sought to make our services more welcoming, more engaging, more accessible. And Iris and Cora have shown us how to do that by literally making our services more accessible. On the high holidays, they thought of giving people easy access to the services, providing them with hearing support that actually works, with large print books so that all could read the literature, And with these physical changes came a change of mindset. And not only did our services become more welcoming, they became more inclusive, so that all in the congregation could participate and participate fully. Thank you, Cora. Thank you, Iris. It's a joy working with you, and it's a joy to see what your ideas have wrought for Judea Reform.
Cora and Iris, thank you for your compassion and commitment. We are a better, warmer, more inclusive community because of your work and dedication. Toda Rabah.